the 90-10 rule.
Drums, please.
The men are the stupid ones.
Cut their man a break.
You know that you're with this crazy person.
Relationships are at stake.
No baby mama drama.
I heard you the first time.
Two completely different experiences.
I'm being a gentleman. I'm different from most guys.
Oh my God.
Things are going to go awry.
It's a good thing you're beautiful.
I have no clue.
Everything ain't peaches and cream.
We're broaching. Is that what we're doing?
We got into the biggest argument.
You're blessed with my presence.
Yeah, be quiet, will you?
If you ain't an asset, you're liabilities.
You want me to be your girlfriend?
We on punishment.
I am the head ruler.
Shut up and listen. We still on punishment.
I want to take care of you. You want to fix it.
I am going to repeat myself.
Damn.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Here's your relationship guru, Anthony.
Barry White's in the building, rulers. How y'all doing? Welcome to the 90-10 rule. We're glad you could join us during this episode. And we're going to be talking about one of my delightful activities, babies and baby mama drama. Miss Nina's back with us. How you doing?
I'm very well, Anthony. Why do you have this omnipresent button on this machine that just makes you godlike? Like, what does that come with the model, or does that?
Second rule that you didn't learn the first time.
Oh, you know what?
I am the head ruler, so I am.
Yeah,
I am the head ruler, so I'm God. So
you just don't put it back. Don't. Okay.
Come on, baby. You know you like that.
I'll pass.
Okay.
That's a hard maybe.
Some Barry White inspiration. Using my Barry White voice. I love Barry White. Am I saying how old I am? I love Barry White. Mm-hmm. And one of his famous songs was Baby Making Music. Are you familiar?
Is that a real?
You're a little young.
I don't think that's a real song. I think you're making that up.
No,
that was the
I'm
title
not.
of the song?
Baby Making Music.
I have to Google that.
You can Google it, yes.
What did y'all used to do before Google if you were just lying out of your, lying to your friends and,
You believed it.
Oh, you just believed everything in the bar that was said?
You didn't believe it. There was always one person who didn't believe anything, so who would rebut that. So, But, yeah, you had to believe it. People were more truthful back then anyway,
You think?
Yeah, people lie all the time now.
I don't think lying is a 21st century
No, it's not.
thing.
No. I'm misunderstanding. I didn't mean that. But no. People. But I think depending on what you're talking about, most people could tell. Like from a bar, like if you come to my barbershop, you would definitely know. And we have some good actors. You definitely know when somebody's lying, and they would get called on it. But they would hold it till truth. This is for real. This is some good stuff here. I'm telling you. But there will be one, and he may have half the room. But there will probably be one guy in the room like, no, come on, dude, you lying. That ain't true.
That's probably just me and all my friends.
Yeah.
But then now that we have Google, it's like a lot of people you find out they're just full of BS. Like they don't know you're just making things up for the last 50 years.
Well, you got to be careful, too, on Google. Everything you look up ain't right neither.
I guess. Alternative facts, huh?
Right, exactly. That's the world we live in now, alternative facts. There's no such thing as facts. There are alternative facts.
I don't understand it anymore.
Right. So baby making music, a.k.a. for this episode, baby mama drama. Do you have any baby mama drama? Have you had any baby mama drama? Are you a baby mama?
I am not a baby mama. I don't have any kids. I have had my fair share of baby mama drama. What is it with men choosing to lay down with anyone that will have them and then creating these babies with these absolutely crazy women? Like, why? I just find myself, being a single dad and I'm raising my kid and all that stuff, or, I have kids and that's all that's wonderful. And then all of a sudden, my car gets keyed because she's mad at you and now she's mad at me and I ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, what?
Well,
why do you guys do this?
Last episode, we coined a phrase. Well, I didn't coin a phrase. It was coined from the previous episode, but we identified that you had it with your beau. It's called that good stuff rule. So Daddy got that good stuff, and now he's with another woman getting that good stuff, and she ain't liking it.
That's just, you know what? You're absolutely right, but it's just, but why make a baby with her? Just have it be a regular.
Well, he didn't know that was going to happen.
You don't know how to use a condom? You don't know.
No,
I mean, come on, guys have been pulling out since the day of the flood. Like, you don't know how to
that's true.
Figure it out?
That's true. But, I don't want to get in trouble with the female rulers, but I do think the female, a part of that equation, can control the outcome of that more readily than the guy. Yeah, it takes two to tango, but all she got to do is say no, first of all.
I see where we're going. So now that contraceptives are being made legal and illegal by a bunch of men, women are the ones who have to suffer by either taking them or having them being taken from us.
No.
And then it's still our fault when we end up pregnant.
No, I didn't say
Is that
it was
what you're
your
saying?
fault. I didn't say it was your
I'm
fault.
just a little lost.
Saying, well, I know you're going to be lost.
wait.
I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying they have more control over the situation. That's all.
I don't think...
So you think the amount of control of making a baby is 50-50 is equal. It's 50-50 in the act, but...
It's 50-50 in the act, absolutely. But men can control where they go. You don't have to...
And women can control how it gets there. No, sorry, can't get this.
Well,
Don't
so
touch this.
all of a sudden, I'm supposed to be prudish and not have any sex because you don't know how to put a condom on? Is that what we're getting at? Or...
I feel like I'm losing this argument.
I mean, of course you're losing this argument because it's a valid point. But what I'm saying is why don't men take up their 50% and say, you know what, I'm not going to have a baby with you. I'm gonna have less fun. It's like getting no one likes wearing a condom. It's like getting a massage with a winter jacket on, right? I get it. But you have to take some agency in this.
Well, if I'm a woman, I know I don't want to get pregnant and I know I want to have sex, then I have all the control on that, right? I can take other forms of contraceptive, and I know my body, I can control what happens with my body and with whom I do it with my body.
But men...
So again, they have more control.
You're still not saying any of the control that men would have, though. You're still not saying, oh, yes, if men just put on a condom, they would know, at least in their mind, when they go to sleep at night, I had less fun than I would have had without the condom, but, I don't have to worry about seeing her for the next 18 years of my life.
Okay.
Is that a yes? That you agree?
I don't know what you just said there. That makes no sense to me.
You know what? It's a good thing you're beautiful because you don't have to be too smart to be pretty. You know that, right?
Well, I'm both, so I'm the head ruler.
Okay. All right. As long as you think that.
I'm not think that. I know that.
Don't give him the... Oh, here we go.
I am the head ruler.
That you are.
Come on, concede. Women have more control over that situation. I'm not saying they have all the control or all the responsibility, but they do control that situation. If you want to call it a percentage, they have a larger percent of controlling if she gets pregnant.
If she got pregnant by a guy.
Okay.
It's semantics right now. We're just arguing for the sake of arguing. But yes, I'm nodding my head.
You're going to get me in trouble with half of my listening base here.
Rulers,
Come on,
I don't want you
rulers,
to...
they're going to start
female
hating
rulers, listen, from a woman's perspective, I don't want you to get in trouble. I don't want anything to get in trouble.
Right. We're trying to blow up here.
Absolutely. I'm nodding my head. Obviously, you can't see it. Women, we know that we have more agency and more control over our bodies, even though it's becoming harder and harder by a bunch of men making a lot of stupid laws, but that's a whole other conversation.
I agree with that.
And, but... If the first thing the only thing you really got to do is say, you know what, all men have to do is wear a condom and at least you can sleep at night. It's not 100% effective. Only abstinence is 100% effective, but none of us are doing that. So just do the small part that you have to do. That's all we're asking. We'll take the brunt of it. We'll maintain the relationship. We'll make sure you're happy. All you have to do is put a condom on. No baby mama drama for the most part.
Well, I won't fall on a sword here. Y'all got that good stuff. We just hate.
I don't want any excuses. It's
not excuses. These are real facts. When men are young and dumb, they can't control themselves.
That is just such a sad
way. But you can control all of it.
That I'm supposed to be responsible while you say, I don't have any control.
For you.
You're not toddlers. You're adults. Like, strap on a Jimmy.
Okay.
But now that there are babies here.
All right, got you.
Yeah.
Right. So we're in that situation. We're about to broach that situation.
We're broaching? Is that what we're doing?
Right. We're broaching. We're broaching. And you see that I don't have a Jimmy. Mm-hmm. Now, whose choice is it? Is it your choice to allow it to go down when you know I don't have a Jimmy or not? So now, where's the responsibility?
As women, we're the gatekeepers to sex, and men have to. We have to control
access.
We have to allow it.
Control access.
Women, in that regard, knowing yourself, knowing your body, knowing where you are in your life, do not let these men just do whatever they want to do because clearly they're just toddlers and they don't have any agency, nor do they take any responsibility because it's so good and we love it and
so you
we were just having fun.
You have the control, you have the gate, and you can make the choice whether to allow them in or out when they don't have a Jimmy.
I'm going to nod my head. I'm just going to nod my head and not say anything. Since it's a podcast, you have to hear the words. I'm just going to nod my head. It's fine.
I've won.
I don't know if you've won. I don't know if you've won.
Control. Women are the gatekeepers, and gates are meant to control access.
So therefore,
when I come to the gate, when I come to Nina's gate, and I don't have a Jimmy, Nina will say, "Come on in, join this party," or "Nope, this gate is closed. You can't come in."
I listen, honestly. Once we're getting to that, yes, I will admit, for the rulers, for a society, we know as women we have most of the control, most of the agency, most of the responsibility. That doesn't preclude the fact that all you have to do is one thing. You have one job. I mean, obviously to, make her climax, but you guys don't get that right either. So why am I even hopeful at this point that you'll even have a condom in your wallet that's not from 6th grade? Just do the one thing that you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Make it easy on us to make it easy for you.
You have your own place, right?
I do.
You got a little night table in your bedroom?
I do.
Carve out a little spot in there to put the jimmies in. So when I come over, you'll have one.
Wait a minute. Are you saying to me, and I know you're married and that's fine, but are you saying to me, if you were seeing this woman, whether you're serious, you don't know if you're serious, you don't know if she's serious, but if she pulls out a drawer full of magnums,
right,
that you're not going to think twice about, she needs this.
If it's getting ready to go down and I don't have one, and she says, I got one here. Damn, Skippy. I'm taking it.
You're not thinking that she's promiscuous.
No,
you're not.
No, hell to the no.
You're just
she's
straight
facilitating what I want to go down right down in that moment, so it's going down.
Well, you hear that, ladies? A drawer full of magnums, and he'll respect you in the morning.
And I'll respect you in the morning. Exactly. See, that's the difference between men and women.
Oh my goodness! I'm here to disrespect you tonight, but I'm going to respect you.
If you came over, that's a great point. So if you came over to my place, if I was single, you came over, and it was getting ready to go down.
We're broaching,
and I opened the drawer, and you saw a bunch of jimmies there. How would you feel?
I would feel one of two ways simultaneously, because women are complicated. I would go, he's really prepared and he's safety. Wait, what? There's a drawer for how much?
Exactly.
How many women are there?
Exactly.
I don't think I want to.
You just screwed up the whole broaching.
I did
you went in your head and you contemplated both of those things you just said
simultaneously at the same time, because we're smarter than we can't help ourselves.
Inclinations just screwed up the broaching. Don't you see that? Men, we ain't screwing up nothing. When we broaching, we broaching. We ain't screwing up nothing. Nothing is interfering within this broaching process. And see, that's the point.
And that's how you guys end up with baby mama drama, because you're just so busy broaching that you're going to broach all over the place and end up with 6 or 7 kids around the neighborhood. There was this one guy that I knew.
If you had the drawer with the jimmies, you wouldn't have this problem.
If I had a drawer full of jimmies, you would think I was just, everybody's been in here.
I wouldn't.
Not at that moment, but you wouldn't call me the next day, probably.
No, if you had the good stuff.
But you couldn't tell. It's like
after the fact, I can't tell. Of course, I'll know if you had good stuff.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm sorry. What would you?
I was about to tell you another juicy Lady Nina story. So this is the juice, right? Juice. This didn't happen to me, but I knew of.
Didn't happen to her, y'all.
It didn't. For the record, it didn't happen to me. I knew of. This is a young dumb couple. Baby mama drama issue, right? So my friend is dating this guy, and he doesn't have custody of the kids. The baby mother does, obviously. And he is living in the apartment building that's right next to her and his son, right? First floor, everything. So whenever she would go over, nothing was happening. They would pass each other in the neighborhood. He's not really in the life, the kid's life or her life. Everything was fine. And then one day, there's a knock on the window, tap on the glass. And he's looking out the window. She's looking out the window. They're in bed together. What's happening? The cops are called. Things are thrown. Glass is broken. All of a sudden, this woman explodes because she finds out that her baby daddy, as it is laying with another woman, and she thinks that they're still in a relationship. So I only tell that story to say this, like a lot of the crazy. And I don't want to say this to the rulers and offend any ladies, and I'm a lady myself. But we know that a lot of us are stable and some of us are crazy. If you're going to impregnate one of the women from Locoville, right? Why would you lie so deeply? Why would you? If yes, you know that you're with this crazy person. You know that you have a kid with her.
That's why you're lying.
You know you're lying and dealing with other people. You're bringing them to your house. She's spending the night. Just go someplace else. Get a hotel. Try to go to her place. Like, there are ways to do your dirt without having to cause baby mama drama. There's no reason for that woman to be attacking this other woman over something a stupid man is doing.
Well, all I can say is when the good stuff rules in effect, just things are going to go awry.
I just think that's just such a way to hide behind that.
We're not hiding.
We're upfront about it.
Right. We're upfront about it. Baby, like Eddie Murphy, who are you going to believe? Your lying eyes or me?
Or me. Wait, was that delirious or wrong?
No, I don't know, but it's the truth. Like, who are you going to believe? Your lying eyes or me?
Oh, no.
It was good, so we weren't thinking about all those other things. A young lady in another episode, she said, you guys are going to... Matter of fact, I think it was Frank's wife in another episode. She said, we have one drawer. We can only work out of one drawer. And women have multiple drawers.
Yes,
like that.
yes.
So in that case, we're only working out of one drawer. We're thinking about the good stuff, and that good stuff, other things aren't clouding us broaching again that situation, and we're good. We're thinking about that, and we're good.
That tunnel vision is why baby mama drama exists. That tunnel vision is why men get themselves into trouble, and then women like me who end up trying to date single fathers or single men who happen to have kids and not now all of a sudden I got to worry about my car getting keyed and glass getting broken because of something. All you have to do is just think about more ways to keep your tunnel vision, keep the
woman
broaching.
had to do was say no or provide the Jimmy when it was going down.
So not only do we have to say no at the time, or now we have to have the condoms. We got to carry the baby. We got all this responsibility. What exactly are you guys doing?
It's a hard life. What can I tell you?
What exactly are you guys doing except for enjoying the 5 seconds that last for you?
Oh, I feel sorry for you. 5 seconds. Wow.
That meant the pleasure part, the explosion part.
We provide that good stuff. What can I tell you? And that's why you guys go along with it. When we don't have the Jimmy, about that good stuff. You can't remove the good stuff from your frame of reference, although you're thinking about all these other scenarios. But it's going to be some good stuff. That's why when you're standing at the gate and you say he doesn't have a Jimmy, in the back of your mind, the devil's saying, girl, that's some good stuff. So you say, come on in.
You know what? Some of us do as women. And
a lot of y'all do.
A lot of us end up.
And especially when Barry White. Baby making music, baby.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Fine.
It sounds like a session.
See, yes. And then she just goes, fine.
Right. She just gives in.
Because
Barry is in the building.
How long are we going to do this for? This Barry White thing.
During this episode. Barry is in the building.
I can't. You know who I miss? I miss Barry, but I also miss Luther.
Oh. Luther will be on another episode.
Fair enough. One R&B king.
Unfortunately, Luther and Barry are together right now.
Yeah, in Baby Making Heaven. Right.
In different corridors. Luther's on one side and Barry's on the other.
Yes. Can't have them in the same room.
Yeah, no, you can't have them in the same room.
Mm-mm.
Although I was going to say something and people would not like it, and I was going to get in trouble about it, so I'm not going to say it.
Now I really want to hear it.
I really want to say it. It's really funny.
You should probably say it.
But I'll get in trouble. I gotta appeal to the masses. No,
let Barry White say it.
No, to get in trouble.
If Barry White says it, then it's not real.
No, it's what Luther would say. But
okay.
All I'm going to say is, we don't need a reverb for this. All I was going to say is Barry and Luther would be singing to two different groups.
Yes, they would.
That's all.
I think most of us know that though by now, right?
Yeah, but I got to be sensitive.
That's
I don't want to offend anybody.
That's fair.
Because I love Barry and I love Luther.
So do I.
I love them both.
Mm-hmm.
Love them both.
And I love who they sing it to. We all people.
Well, I'm not thinking about who they sing.
That's fair.
Women are probably are, but the guys, again, we got that one drawer.
I'm telling you, one drawer, one tunnel,
right,
one brooch.
It worked.
And what about you? Was there any time in your dating life where there was you were dating a woman with kids, or
I mentioned this on another episode. I don't have kids myself, and I never really wanted kids, and so my very first serious relationship, where I was dating this woman for a long time, and we probably did have a second chance in there or two. She wanted kids, and I didn't. And we probably had some other issues with our relationship, but that, as I recall it, that was one of the main things that probably upended us, because I did not want kids at the time. I did not want kids, and I would say, you know what, you're in love with a kid in the future, and you know, I love you now. You know, I was young and dumb, and I can understand how stupid that sounds, but you know, because people want kids. I mean, it's a human. And
you have to plan for that, so you can talk about it today for 5 years from now.
Yeah. So, but I didn't want kids, and so after that, not wanting kids did affect me in various relationships.
So you wouldn't date women who had kids?
No, I did, and that was the problem.
Oh.
So when I dated a woman with kids, I probably was very insensitive about the kid, you know, not being as open as including the kid, or I would just not have acknowledged it. You know, like, I'm dating you. I don't care about the kid.
Tunnel vision. Terrible.
Well, not tunnel vision, but I just didn't. I didn't want kids.
That's fair.
I didn't want kids.
That's fair.
And so I'm young. I'm not going to, you know, not date a woman who didn't have kids, because that probably wouldn't happen. You know, half women got kids. But yeah. So when a woman found that I really didn't care about her kids, it was over. Then. Yeah, I had to hit the road. Yeah.
So no drama, no Locoville baby mama drama.
That's a good question. No.
Or is there such thing as baby daddy drama?
I was going to ask that. That was going to be part of the second part of the question. Is there baby daddy drama? And I would assume that there is.
Well, I mean, that would be a question for
different type of drama.
Yeah, for the male rulers.
Right. Right. Yeah. So rulers, email us. You know what? I keep forgetting to say the email address, because I need. So everybody out there, email the 9010 rule at. The email address is theshow@. THE9010RULE.com. So it's the show at the9010rule.com. I keep forgetting to say that. So email us all your stories, crazy stories about baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, and any drama nonetheless. We want all the drama. We want all the drama.
All the juice.
We want all the ruler juice. All we can get. All we can hold.
We want as juicy a ruler as we can.
Exactly.
As we can
all the juice, because we want to use all those juicy stories on our episodes. But I never had any mama drama. I was the drama related to the mamas, you know, because they didn't particularly care that I was not into their baby.
And men just make us crazy, ladies, and we let them do it. We let them do it to us.
And you know why?
Because we want stability and security and emotional intimacy, and we're putting in this work because we want this. We need things. We need complicated things in a very simple list, and 1 through 82 listed out. God. Men are only thinking about a drawer full of Magnums and who's going to provide them. God. What? You're agreeing with me.
You're giving me a headache.
I'm just saying.
I had a string of hosts who were giving me headaches. We went about like 15 episodes, and we were good. And then about 3 or 4 in a row, I was getting a headache every episode.
Because you had nothing to say, because I was right.
No, I had plenty to say. What they were saying was giving me a headache.
Well, defend yourself.
You defend yourself. You're the one giving me the headache.
I'm giving you valid points. What I'm saying makes total sense, and you just don't want to acknowledge that.
No, it's a headache.
That a queen is the most powerful position on a chessboard. That's what you don't want to acknowledge to your rulers.
I thought the king was.
No, the king is the most important, but the queen is the most powerful. We can do the queen can move anywhere. The king can only move one space at a time, from one drawer full of Magnums to the next drawer full of Magnums. That's how the king is moving.
We don't need to move. We don't need to move. And again, the queen is coming to the king. We don't need to move. Right. She moves all over the place. And we can just stay right there.
I love how you just flip that into the queen moves all over the place because the king.
I'm the king.
But that's not what I said. I don't even think you heard what I said was the queen is the most powerful position, right? We can make all the moves and every piece that gets to the other side, it's smart for you to.
If the king is more important.
Because he's the king. He's a figurehead. He's like an executive. He's just the face.
Without the king, the whole thing falls, right?
Without the queen. The queen is the most powerful piece, most powerful position on a chessboard.
Without a king, the whole thing falls. The rulership falls. The monarchy falls without a king.
Now you're giving me a headache.
You can't have a queen without a king.
Now you're giving me a headache.
That's good.
Is it?
That's good. I don't normally give headaches. That's good. Now, that's good. That's good. That's very good. Rulers out there, I'm catching up.
It's like,
with the headaches. I think I'm down 4-1.
You are down like 4-1.
Yeah, I am. So this is the first one. That's good. That's good. Normally I get the headaches. I don't give them. But I forgot what we were talking about.
Baby mama drama.
Baby mama drama. Right. So I was probably the drama related to the baby mamas because they didn't appreciate me not liking or wanting their kids, which I can appreciate. I mean, and I knew it at the time. I'm like, this is probably not going to last too long because sooner or later I'm going to be revealed or not really caring about their kids.
Just be upfront at the beginning, and you might get a woman who's
But
okay with that.
I was young and dumb then. I was much younger, and it was funny because I liked most of the kids. I like them. They were great. They were great kids. I probably loved some of them, but I just didn't. Kids back then, just were very restrictive. I got to plan around kids. You got to do all this stuff. I was part of my young and dumb phase. I obviously don't feel that way now.
So why do you think it is that women act out so much more? Like your favorite word is loco. Why are women so much more passionate and trying to damage the stuff and burn that, burn this and key this and men are just like, well, I just don't want to play with your kid.
That. You should ask them. I asked my wife that periodically when I see stuff about women doing stuff to other women, and she often says, well, they're jealous. I mean, it's that basic. They had this guy. She had a baby by him. So she has this connection with him. Probably still loves him because of the baby. They're always going to be connected. And he caused her a lot of pain and agony. And now he's on to something better, probably. And now she's like, well, damn it, why couldn't you be better with me?
Right. Why couldn't you do better with what you started? With what you had the responsibility to create or to not create?
Well, if she wasn't local, maybe he would have.
If she wasn't local, he wouldn't be interested.
Yin and yang. What are you going to do? You got to take the good with the bad.
I guess.
Other side of the same coin. What are you going to do?
I just don't.
It's human nature. What are you going to do?
Ladies in the ruling class, for the rulers out here, if you're hearing me and you're struggling or you're a single mom, it's a very, very important job. And we're here to, we have to support each other. But physically manifesting your jealousy in a way that's detrimental to the man, the kids are seeing that. So just, you don't want to do anything that's gonna leave a terrible impression on your young ones. And this is just, a completely humble opinion. Take it or leave it. Just we have to sort of support each other and remember that the men are the stupid ones, right? We should not have our kids. Are you trying to turn me off with the remote? I love how the engineer is pointing a remote at me, trying to turn me off. Right. Like, where's the off button? Where's the mute button on this?
Your time is up.
You know what? I think that. No!
Really, your time is up. Well, let's not get too political, and let's not get too instructive here.
Fair. I'll leave that to the king.
I love my female rulers, and I love the male rulers. You guys can act as local as you want. You can carry as many jimmies as you want, or not. Whatever you want to do you. It's a party. Have a good time. We are non-judgmental here on the 90-10 rule. No judgment zone here.
No judgment zone.
No judgment zone. Other than my current co-host is local.
I'm clearly judging you.
Right.
I'm judging you constantly.
Right. But I like you because I got one back on the headache zone, so I'm good.
I'll let you have that one.
You let me have it.
As the queen, I'm powerful enough to let the king have that one.
You empowered me to give you a headache.
I empowered you. Okay. I'm glad that you put that like that. That's actually really nice.
Okay. All right. Oh, God. When I get a headache, I get exhausted, so this is becoming exhausting. So I don't know if I want to bring it back. God, give me a headache.
You know what? You love me. That's because it's starting to sound like a real relationship we're having.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying that's how it begins with all my exes. That's how it began.
Do I want to join that group or not?
You're my future ex-husband. I'm trying to tell you. You don't know.
Do I want to join that group or not?
You do want to be a part of this group.
That sounds like some Barry White shit there, baby. Barry's in the building.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, Barry's going to leave. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Be nice.
Yeah, I'll be nice.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I think we're gonna end this one. I got a headache. I'm exhausted.
You sound like a woman now.
And Barry, well, no, I ain't no woman, baby, but I just like women.
That was a total joke, by the way. I'm kidding.
So, all right. We done with this one. We're done with this one. All right, rulers, we out. Until we meet again, please see love in others so others see love in you.
You've been listening to the 90-10 Rule. Visit us online today at the 9010rule.com.